what's popping with y'all, man? Welcome to the channel, man. Hopefully everything is solid with y'all. One thing I wanted to say is, with my channel, I don't want, I show a lot of TikTok videos and things of that nature. I don't want us men getting depressed about the things women do, right? The reason why I show y'all these videos, it's the same way in sports, right? For those that play sports, when you play football or basketball, a lot of times you spend time watching film. The reason why you watch film is you want to know your opponent's weaknesses. You want to know what they like to do. So that way you know how to combat it and know how to be proactive instead of being reactive. So instead of getting surprised by James Harden hitting the step back in the hezzy, you're prepared for it. So you like, okay, I'm gonna defend him this way. I'm gonna get him to go towards his right. So that way I'm being proactive instead of being reactive. And that's the same thing with my channel. It's all about being proactive and being the best version of yourself so you can get the best results. Just like a team, the reason why teams study film is so they can win. And that's the same thing we're doing with these TikTok videos, is low-key studying film. So that way you can get the win. That's what it's all about. It's not about giving up. You know what I'm saying? Like, imagine you playing football and you watching Patrick Mahomes and you like, oh man, I'm just gonna give up. He's too good.
You need to stop thinking that a girl is done talking to you after just not replying for a day or two. Let me explain. If a woman does not respond to your text message for a few days or even a week or more, it literally does not mean anything. It doesn't mean that she doesn't like you. It doesn't mean that she's done talking to you. And it does not mean...
All right, a week, that may be kind of disrespectful. If you don't respond for me for a week, hey, I don't want nothing to do with it. But, I see what he's saying, right? He's just saying that she's not responding when you want her to respond type shit.
That in the future she wouldn't like to see you. Here's what it actually means. What she's doing is she is testing your interest level. What she's doing is she is seeing if her not replying to you can get you emotionally reactive. So if you're a guy and her not replying to you gets you emotionally reactive, it gets you to start double texting her, it gets you to start pursuing her even more, she's going to sense that you don't have any options, which gives her a feeling that no other women are interested in you.
Women are naturally, again, just the same way we should have options when we're dating, women naturally have a bunch of guys trying to get at them at all times, whether it's from Instagram, dating apps, the grocery store, church, work, school. Women have a lot of options, so they're naturally gonna test for strength. And I don't mean strength, but they're testing to see, okay, which guys are gonna lose their shit if I don't hit them back right away. Because women know that guys that they may not hit them back for 2 or 3 hours and then they go crazy. They start double texting, they start calling. Women know that. So yeah, I know some of us may look at that as a woman playing games, but what you gotta understand is you can't be focused on that. You can't be focused on, because that's what a woman wants you to do. That's what gets you trapped by being so locked in, like, oh man, when is she gonna respond? Because that was me for so many years, and still to this day, there's times where I catch myself doing that. Well, I'll be like, damn, I hit her up a couple hours ago and she still ain't hit back yet. But it's a test, because she's testing for strength. Even if a woman likes you, she would do this at times.
Which comes to my biggest conclusion. She sees that you are now not a man who is pre-selected by other women. And this is why women tend to withdraw interest in the first stages when you start talking to them, because they are testing your interest level, and how you reply dictates how attracted they are to you.
And he's so correct. The beginning stages is the most important. That's when men fumble the bag. So what you got to understand is you can feel like a woman wants you all day, but at the end of the day, sometimes she's gonna pull back, just the same way we should be pulling back. And I'm not saying purposely, but what I'm saying is take your time, right? Say for instance, I'm working out, right? If I'm working out and a woman I'm dealing with hits me up or texts me, I may not get back to her until I leave the gym. And I will say, once I'm leaving the gym, hey, just leaving the gym, what's going on? How you feeling or whatever? Or I'll answer her question or whatever. You see what I'm saying? So the same way women take their time, you should take your time, because you should have stuff going on too. So the same way they're doing it, we need to do it, but do it in the productive way, not because we're playing games. Because if a woman knows you ain't really got nothing going on, she knows you're just purposely not texting her back. You know what I'm saying? So now a woman's gonna beat you at that game if it's not really you, if that makes sense. And the reason why I know Buddy is telling the truth is because I can think of 2 women I had in my life where initially there was times where they didn't text me back for some reason or didn't hit me back, and they got back to me a day later. But you know, whether it was an excuse or whether they really just did that just to do it, it really didn't matter because they went on to being in my rotation and I went on to dealing with them both for years. So what I'm saying is, yes, a lot of times women are gonna test for strength, but the second that you self-sabotage by double texting or pursuing or chasing, you're gonna mess it up. Because a woman wants to see, does this guy have emotional strength? Or is he Google Gaga with my looks and what's fat back here? A man that has options, a man that is pre-selected, if a woman doesn't hit him back, it's not gonna matter because a woman knows that he has other options. So if you have other options, are you gonna be tripping if this one woman don't hit you back, but you got 2 other women that's hitting you back trying to set a date with you? Are you gonna be tripping? That's what you gotta kinda ask yourself versus when you're coming from the mindset of having this one woman, you dealing with this one woman and she don't hit you back, you're gonna be tripping and she knows that. I heard this from Coach Corey Wayne a long time ago that you have to outwit women, right? You have to outwit them, and what that means is you cannot try to beat them at their game. When they don't text you back, don't try to double text them and triple text them. They seen your text, they seen your messages, they seen your calls. The best thing to do is to do nothing, fall back, because that's gonna show a woman that you don't need her, which comes off as attractive. A woman wants you because then she gonna be thinking like, oh, this dude clearly has other options. He clearly has something else going on because he's not pressed for me. Because if y'all could, I wish y'all could see it because women show me this, right? When they don't text the dude back and he just start blowing them up, calling her, you know what I'm saying? And a woman sees your text, she sees it. And a lot of times they purposely don't hit you back, but you can't feel no type of way about it. You can't let it derail you. You can't let it diminish you. You know what I'm saying? Because if you do, you're gonna feel the need to do something. That's how I kind of felt. Like I always used to feel like, dang man, if she don't hit me back, I will feel to need to do something to try to prove myself, to show her that I really care. But with women, you can't operate like that. You can't operate like that. Because when us showing that we care means when we blow her line up, and that's you chasing, that's you showing how thirsty you are, that's you showing how impatient you are. I'm at a point now I can hit a woman up, right? And if she don't text back, sometimes I'm at a point now I won't even notice. I won't even notice because it doesn't matter to me. I gotta keep it pushing regardless. The train gonna keep going. So I can't be worried about somebody that's not hopping on the train. I gotta keep going. I have goals in life. So to me, a woman not texting me back is so small in the grand scheme of things that you can't even focus on that. But what happens is us dudes, we blow it up. We make it a big deal. You start triple texting, calling. Why you not texting me back? Why, you know what I'm saying? Why you not doing this? And then now you definitely didn't ruin your chance of being with her. When a woman really wants you and she wants to be a part of your life, what I notice is even if she does pull back in the beginning, if you don't press it and you don't over pursue and chase, she will make a way for you. She will make a way to see you. She will make time for you. She will be a good communicator. Women are only bad communicators and bad texters for dudes that they don't like. If a woman likes you, she's gonna do everything to not mess it up, is what you gotta understand. So anything that's opposing of that, what you gotta understand is, okay, she must not want me. But again, even if she's not texting you back right away, don't go crazy, don't lose your mind, don't do any of that. You just gotta keep it pushing. Act like it didn't even happen. You know what I'm saying? So that's the mindset that you gotta have because women are constantly testing for strength because of the simple fact that in nature, we're naturally stronger than them, right? So they don't wanna be with a guy that easily loses his shit because a guy that easily loses his shit can turn out to be a stalker, creep, abuser. And women have been in these type of situations with men like this. You know, when your emotional awareness is down, you ain't got no emotional intelligence, you're not able to control your emotions around a woman, and she sees that early on, it's gonna be a red flag to her. Because a woman needs to be able to feel safe and comfortable around you. So this is what you gotta understand. That's why over pursuing and chasing when she don't hit you back is a turnoff. Because she sees that, okay, this dude can't handle me. So if he can't handle me, he ain't gonna be able to handle himself, you know what I'm saying, when things don't go his way. So like I say on every video, man, we just must continue to put ourselves first. All right, guys, that's my video for today, man. I appreciate you guys for coming over to the channel as always. Guys, make sure you can say a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And I'm gone.